Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to tournament number 5 of Omega the Human Horizon. My name is Caleb Coldcloud. I will be your host for this evening. Last week was insane. We had, I believe, 2 semifinalists, same as last week. But we had our first ever finalist of Omega. His name was Yogev Malka. We saw the final stage for the first time. If you want to check that out, look at Look at last week's tournament, as I was trying to say, tournament number 4. This show happens on Thursdays, and he was less than a meter short of beating this course. And apparently, he got nerfed because this is a new version of Ninja Machine. Which this is the first tournament on the Boysenberry version of Ninja Machine. So, some nerfs, some buffs, including Jay Lewis being the new top 1 ninja, and he got to the back half of stage 7 before. I'm scared to see what the hell he's gonna do this time. But yeah, Yogev Malka now holds the all-time record, a meter short. 96 centimeters to be specific. But yeah, enough yapping, let's get this thing underway. As usual, we start with Arcadia Resort. 7 obstacles, time limit of 1:50 or 110 seconds. Angle swing, rolling hill, cane sliders, abacus bridge, daikoku, inverted cylinder, and air walls. And as per usual, only the top 75 will advance to stage 2. But yeah, we have a lot of big names, as usual. The roster tends to be freaking stacked. So, like, as it is. But yeah, we're going to hit this thing off right now with Josh Salinas. Put the BGM up. And with that, let's get this thing underway. Josh Salinas wants to get revenge on the rope maze. Like, a lot of people in this competition, believe it or not, have failed the rope maze. He wants to not only beat the rope maze, just get new PV, but to avenge the people who failed it previously. He clears the first stage with a decent time. And here we have our first rookie, hip-hop teacher Lewis Moore. Never mind. And oh, here we go. Barclay Stockett takes on the course once again. She get past the second obstacle again. New PB, she does. And she fails inverted cylinder. Might be good enough, though. We have a lot of chatters this time around. It also looks like Yuval was also nerfed. So both of the top 2 from last week were nerfed. Oh, boy. Barclay Stockett fails inverted cylinder. We have another female competitor. I believe she got the farthest out of any female competitor in the history of this course. It's Olivia Vivian, one of the greatest female ninjas in the world right now, hailing all the way from Australia. And she clears the first stage. Oh, here we go. First of the chatters. It's been all the way to the back half of stage 5. It's Yuchen Xiao, hailing all the way from Taiwan. How will they fare on Arcadia Resort? Not even new Arcadia Resort. Oh, they clear with a very... That was close. 2.25 seconds. Decent start for the chatter so far. Anton Fomenko. Yeah, we have a lot of people who are eager to reach for the human horizon. Just to reach the human horizon. Anton Fomenko, he's been in stage 4, but he now has a shot at doing it again. We are 4 for 6. Ryo Matachi apparently is very high up on the standings in terms of the all-time best ninjas. He clears the first stage as well. Yes, the brother of the Phoenix, Roberto Garamore. Never mind. Jared Boyd now. He got so close to stage 5 last time. He really wants to get there. And he clears the first stage. And here's a saga for the ages. Donovan Lusher. He wants revenge on the rope maze. Will he get to the second stage post-adjustment? How will the Shatters fare this time after post-adjustments? Yeah, let's see it. Donovan Lusher taking on stage 1, and he's out of the second obstacle again. That is rough. We now move on to Hüseyin Vatansever, one of the first of our Turkish competitors, and he's also out on the Cane Slayers. Leroy Moroli. And I apologize in advance if I butcher any of these pronunciations. I've never heard of a lot of these people. I'm very much uncultured in international ninjas related stuff. But he clears the first stage, so he must be pretty good. Next, Damian Drashevsky. Drashevsky. Listen, I'm trying. Abacus Bridge takes him out. Tends to be one of the killers of the stage. Well, kind of. Mitay Hadar, one of our Israeli competitors. And we've had a few very big names hailing from Israel. From Israel, is what I was trying to say. Mitay clears the course as well, and well, that's awkward. I was considering whether or not I should add myself into the competitor pool, and I did, and turns out I made it. It's me, Camel Cool Cloud. I imagine I'm not going to do that. Yeah, probably not that good. Yeah, second obstacle. That checks out. Yeah, I made it. I made it on my own course. Yeah, Malt Kalm now, hailing from Germany. He is a rock climber. I believe, well, never mind. He was a rookie anyway, but he fails the first obstacle. Alexander Penfield, trying to make a name for himself in the rookie appearance, and they failed the Cane Sliders. I'm not gonna be out since I failed the second obstacle. Yeah, that's... Dude, tough luck for the Chatters. It happens. Christian Kurtzgis. They've been to around the back half of stage 3 before. In Omega, not in, Sasuke area. And they clear the first stage. We're maintaining a 50-50 clear rate. Phil Maffa, though, trying to get it above the halfway, the 50% point. They do not. Inverted cylinder takes them out. And again, as per usual with the first few stages, it doesn't really matter if you clear or not. The point is to get as far as you can. And here we have our next chatter, William Ortiz. They've been to stage 2 before, but they will not get there again. They fail the first obstacle. Again, tough luck for the chatter. Suitsu Ichinia trying to get past the second obstacle, and they do. And I'm noticing a lot of people who fail the first or second obstacle as their PB come back and clear the first stage. Hoping to see more of that. Suitsu clears the first stage as well. Thank you for the demonstration. Tom Alberti trying to follow in Uchimiya's footsteps. They will not do so. The Abacus Bridge takes him out. And here we have a chatter who made it into the, they made it into the course from the regular pool. The only other time we've ever seen that happen is with Philip Scott, if I recall correctly. It's Alvin Tan. Never mind. But I mean, they made it. Kurtzis reached stage 3 in season 6 of Ninja Warrior Germany. He's also really cracked when coming to the Mega Wall. Kurtzis. Where is he? Oh, he did clear. Nice. Tough luck for Alvin Tan, though. But he made it through the regular pool, not even the Chatters pool, which is nuts. And here's a big name from the Rising Era, mainly. He started appearing in the Rising Era. Drummer of the Golden Bombers, it's Kenji Darvish. Who wants to actually clear the first stage. this time around. Can he? Looking low on time. 3/10. A third of a second, and he clears the first stage. That was freaking close. And here we have another chatter. Cheyenne Draya, hot off the heels of Kenji Darvish, and they failed the second obstacle. Billy Dixon, meanwhile, trying not to meet the same fate, and they will fail the third obstacle. Oh, here's a big name. One of the first people to even get to stage 6 in an official tournament. It's Tim Champion. We make like his namesake become our first champion. Especially post-adjustments. And he clears the first stage right as the klaxon sound. Almost. Ethan Farkas, meanwhile. Never mind. Thomas Dudoué. Farkas will not be getting revenge on the rolling hill. They won't even get to the rolling hill. That's tough luck. Dudoué beats the klaxon. And now we move on to number 30, Fabian Scheitner. His PB is the rolling hill, and he will not get there. The chatters are getting eaten alive right now. And here's a big name in terms of European competitors. Hailing all the way from Sweden, Alexander Mars. Never mind. Alex Kostenko. Well, that was quick. Kostenko clears the first stage. Wait, here's a pretty big name in the rugby scene. Yoshikazu Fujita. This is not his rookie appearance, and he will not get a new PB on the cane slide, unfortunately. Rine Sugita. One of the many idle competitors in Sasuke, and they're out on the second obstacle. And here we have another chatter. It's Luke Allen. There's PBs in the second stage. If they get there this time, they may not. It's going to be close. Levi Enright. Another rookie. Tom Verdi is a Stanford coach. Billy Dixon, believe it or not, is a chatter. I'm just getting word of that. And he also made it in the regular pool. Which is kind of nuts. Tom Alberti is a Stanford coach. Noted. I will be sure to add that before the next stage. I'll try to remember it. Nate Burkhalter. And I thought he failed the English one for like a split second. And he clears the first stage with around 5.5 seconds on the clock. Darren Perez. Trying to get back to the third stage here. They may not. The cane slider takes him out of the equation. Former finalist, the youngest ever in Sasuke. Not Omega, because he only had one. Shunsuke Nagasaki. Or as I like to call him, the bridge to the Shin era, and he's out on the Albuquerque bridge. Amber Rodriguez, I'm assuming she's... I completely forgot to change that. That's my bad. I'm assuming they're not French. That's completely my bad. Okay. That fixed Amber Rodriguez. Never mind, she's out on the second obstacle. That was a disaster. Both on my end and on hers. Yeah, Tyler Yamauchi. Yeah, we're just gonna move on past that. Tyler Yamauchi. He wants to get to the third stage. To get past 2.3. He's out of the Abacus Bridge, though. Not looking good for him in particular. Marvin Minterhuber. Why I pronounce it like Minterhuber. Good so far. And he beats the klaxon by around just under half a second. Antoine Gravier. Never mind. He's out on the second obstacle. Lauren Ball. Rookie and a free runner. You have a lot of rookies. I mean, it happens often. But... And they clear the first stage. We are 18 for 44. I mean, post-adjustment, so it's going to be kind of weird. Gonna be way different, I imagine, the clear rates. And here we go. About as big of a name as it gets in terms of Ninja Machine. It's the founder, Alex Cunningham. He wants to get back to stage 2, but he's got to beat Arcadia Resort first. And he didn't fail the first obstacle. Oh, but he fails the second. Yikes. Naoyuki Araki. Now, chatters have not have much luck on this course, save for a few. Surprisingly, Casey DeVee has not come back yet, even though she's gone all the way to stage 6 in previous tournaments. She's been in the top 10 once. Naoyuki Araki, meanwhile, clearing the course. Moritz Alder, one of our few Swiss competitors, one of which actually got to the penultimate stage of this course. Alder will not repeat the same feat, though. But will the Kingdom Ninja Daniel Gill actually get past the third obstacle? He does! Gill gets a new PB, and he clears the course. Or the stage. I keep calling it a course. It's a stage. What am I talking about? Daniel Gill gets a new PB and moves on to stage 2. But will Kwang Von Dole join him? Apparently, I'm halfway to building a checkerboard. I don't know what the hell that means. Kwang Von Dole fails on the rolling hill. Meanwhile, rounding out the first half, it's Jack Andrews. Then all the way to stage 4. He was so close to the back half of the stage. He's got to get past Arcadia Resort first if he wants to get to where his PB is. He does. Now, end off the first half. Taking out the second half, though. Resident superhero, Captain NBC, Jamie Ron. How will he fare with his bright green hair? No, I ruined the checkerboard. I don't know what that means. But he clears the first stage. Awesome. And, okay, this dude, the not member of the Black Tigers, who I keep getting confused with the other one, the other Yuta, it's Yuta Yamasta. He's a Kyoto University student. He's been to stage 4, believe it or not. Will he get there again post-adjustment? Get past stage 1, though. Beats Klaxon. Giovanni Ertel. I just realized I forgot to change his dude's nameplate. He's been to stage 5, apparently. I need to fix that. I got a lot of things to fix, but he fails the inverted cylinder. Maybe good enough, though. I mean, you never know with this competition. Okay, let me just do something really quick. Get that situated. And we're back! Meanwhile, just had to fix someone's nameplate, because apparently they got to stage 5. Meanwhile, Senor Samiak takes on the course. The youngest Israeli champion in history. And he clears the first stage with ease, beats the timer as well, and making a return after a two-tournament absence, failing the second obstacle. Probably going to be cooked by the first stage anyway. A lot of chatters have. The Shingo superfan, Emily Montague. Can she handle? No, she can't. The rolling hill takes her out. She does not get a new PB, unfortunately, but Carson Boyles. How will he fare in Arcadia Resort? Looking good on time. And he barely beats the Klaxon by about a third of a second. Brian Burkhart. Rolling hill is not taking prisoners today. It tends to take out a lot of people, to be fair. Isaiah Thomas. One of the bigger names in terms of the younger ninja scene. He's been to stage, been really close to the back half of the course before. That's got to be the best time of the day so far. 24 and a half. Jesus. These guys are quick. Gavin Obi. And he fails the obelisk bridge. Might be gonna... I don't know. We had a lot of rolling hill and cane slider things. The cutoff may be the obelisk bridge. And after failing the second obstacle, this dude got the number 60 slot. Because he did very well in the competitive pool. It's Alt 1. Will he get a new PB? He does. But will he beat the stage? Be not good on time. And he times out on the air walls. But, very good run for Chatters. Bit of Gutter. Now, what? I clicked the wrong tabs. Bit of Gutter. Bears on Arcade Resort tonight. He clears the first stage. Easily beats the box. Jonah Sona. He's been to stage 5 before. The question is, can they repeat that feat tonight? You know, these competitors want to get as far as they can, and Jonah Shona gets to the second stage again. After a 2-tournament absence. And I know for a fact that this competitor is not German. I will be right back. Okay. I was about to say I know for a fact that Abby Clark is not, in fact, from Germany. I apologize for the visual errors. Abby Clark, in a rookie appearance. One of the better known female ninjas in the world. She clears the first stage, unsurprisingly. And here's a big name in terms of this particular competition. Although post-adjustment, that might change. Who knows? Sandro Scheibler. One of the only people to have gone to stage 7. He's slot number 64. How will he fare? He fails the first obstacle. I imagine he got nerfed to the ground. Well, I mean, that is unfortunate. We just lost one of our only semi-finalists. We've only had, I believe, 6. Sandro got nerfed, but he still remains in top 100. But that's even more of a shocker then he failed the first obstacle. He got to the back half of stage 7, too. Mike Renardo. One of the last few chatters left to run, at least. Oh, it was close, but he cleared it. Clément Gravier. He had a heartbreaker in tournament 2, I believe. He failed the last jump, stage 6. Still a very strong competitor. Can you get back there? One of the better times of the day. In fact. Zach Stoles. Can he get backstage? No, he doesn't. I didn't even get to finish that sentence. Zach Stoles is out of it. And meanwhile, Matthew Bradley. Well, that is a shocker. We're getting a lot of surprise fails. Believe it or not. Matthew Bradley fails on the air walls. And believe it or not, this is Keitaro Yamamoto's rookie appearance. One of the only people to attempt the vertical limit burst. I believe he failed the swing edge in 42. But he easily beats the course on the stage. Bo Lewis, one of our better performing chatters in terms of previous tournaments. Will she fare on Arcadia Resort? Looking good so far. And will she clear the stage? She does! I mean, he does! I'm bad. I'm bad at this. Bo Lewis moves on to stage 2 again. For the second straight time. Joel Matley, meanwhile. Hot off the heels of a chatter clear. Fails the inverted cylinder. Yuri Prokdin had a pretty good run previously, but how will he fare tonight? Post-adjustment. He's supposedly really high up in the standings for the top ninjas. He clears the first stage pretty easily. Bryson Rosewood. Rosewood. I am fumbling hard today. Oh, I believe that's our first Daikako fail. I believe Prokadin's top 25. That is correct. I believe I have a lot of those, including the top 1, if I recall. I believe I have multiple of the top 10. Meanwhile, Kyle Soderman. He's been absent for the past 2 tournaments. Howley Fair in the 5th anniversary of Omega. He's out on the bar sled. Yeesh. Meanwhile, second to last chatter to run tonight, Philip Scott. I believe he's the host of Muso, if I recall correctly. He's through to the second stage. Surprising no one. Yeah. I remember this dude for being the almost champion of the Sharp Tank at one point. He failed the Heartbreaker in Final Adventure. It's Ethan Swanson in his rookie appearance. Fair on Omega. He's never attempted this course before. Fairly well. Doesn't meet the klaxon, but he clears the first stage. Charlie Robbins. He technically won an episode of the Shark Tank at one point. That was the one where Chatters made the courses. And he's out on the inverted cylinder. That might be enough, though. Jun Sato. He almost got to stage 6 last time, if I recall correctly. Do it again, though. He clears the first stage easily. I am very worried about this dude. Because, ladies and gentlemen, I introduce to you the new top 1 ninja. The only one above Yusuke Morimoto in the standings. Jay Lachey Lewis, former NNL, former Ninja League World Champion. And one of the only people to have gotten to the untimed section of stage 7. And of course, he clears the first stage with the fastest time of the day. I'm so cooked, dude. If he doesn't clear this course, if he clears this course, would it really be surprising if Jay Lewis was our first champion? Either Jay or Yusuke. Because they're both in, like, the difference between number 2 and number 1 is supposedly not much. Last chatter standing from the previous tournament, Donovan Matoya. I believe he got all the way to stage 3. Yikes. He's out on the inverted cylinder. Might be good enough, though. Josiah Pipel, though. Trying to get... No! The second obstacle takes him out. The rolling hill. It's been taking out a lot of people. Might be the crux of this stage. Kevin Rodriguez, meanwhile, in his rookie appearance, passes it. Not only that, he might even clear the stage. He does! With almost 20 seconds left. Alexander Worm. I know he wants to get to the back half of this course. He's gotten so close. Fails on the air walls. That might be enough, though. Musician, a ninja coach, and an obstacle inventor. The inventor of VL Burst before VL Burst. It's Brett Sims. Howley Fair on Arcadia Resort on Omega tonight. He's cleared the first stage. And here's another big name in terms of younger ninjas. Worm got hella nerf. That explains a lot, actually. The youngest champion in Sharp Tank history. And I don't remember where he is, but he's at least in the top 25 in terms of the standings. He's very high up there. I'm scared. It's Jackson Erdos. He's looking good on time, too. Oh my god. 22 seconds. Okay. So we got Jay Lewis. We got Jackson Erdos. I believe we have Yusuke, too. Yeah, he's number 91. We have Nora Brown-John as well. But she's going to run in a bit. Meanwhile, it's Matthew Hall. He's been all the way to stage 5 at one point. But he's out in the inverted cylinder. Might be good enough, though. Supposedly the best female ninja in the world right now. Nora Brown-John. Hailing from Canada. Will she fare on Omega? She's been in stage 4 already. And she clears the first stage. I mean, is it really surprising at this point? Phil Folsom. Never mind! The second obstacle takes him out, and you will not be seeing him in the second stage. After a 3-tournament absence, too. That's rough. Moritz Hans. He's been all the way to stage 6, but he fails the cane sliders. That might be it for him. And believe it or not, this is also Kai Beckstrand's rookie appearance. I believe he's also in the top 25, if not the top 10. I may be cooked. Unless they somehow fail the first stage, which I doubt it's going to happen at this point. 22.9 seconds. And up next, we're just getting into our top 10, and we have 43 clears. The most we can have is 53. So the cutoff might be tight. But meanwhile, the 2-time Sasuke champion, he had quite literally a heartbreaker in the last tournament, if I recall correctly. No, in tournament 3. It's Yusuke Morimoto, our current top 2 ninja, only behind Jay Lachey Lewis. But he's an extremely strong competitor. And of course, he clears the first stage. Yeah, Yusuke and Jay are going to crush this course. Jens Pulver. He was 1 away from stage 6 in the last tournament. How will they fare tonight? Clear the first stage. Unsurprisingly. Amir Malik. Also 1 obstacle away from stage 6. And they're out on the first obstacle. Never freaking mind. That's one way to lose someone in the top 10. Someone who also was 1 obstacle away from stage 6, Sam Folsom. And he fails the second. We just lost 2 of our top 10. Already. Jesus. Yoshinori Issa. He also failed the last. Oh my god, we just lost 3 of our top 10 on the first 2 obstacles in a row. What is happening? And the music just ended. the freaking BGM just looped. Yoshinori Issa is out of it. Sean Bryan. The last champion of Proto Sasuke. And he fails on the air walls. That might be good enough, though. Hayate Kajihara. He got all the way to the back half of stage 6. And he clears with a fairly good time. And here we go. 2-time A&W champion. You know I gotta do my Eisman impression, obligatory Eisman impression. The Texas Ninja Vance Walker. Significantly louder this time, because I made sure to increase the volume of it. And of course, he clears the first stage. These 2 apparently got nerfed. But he almost got to the final stage. I believe he was like 2 jumps short. No, he failed blue. Yeah, he was 3 jumps short. Yuval Shemla! Apparently these last 2 got nerfed, so I don't know how they'll fare tonight. But Yuval Shemla barely clears the first stage. And ladies and gentlemen, you're going to be seeing it for the first time tonight. It's the nameplate of a finalist. Your number 100, Yogev Malka. Our first and only finalist of Omega. 1 meter away from a Kanzen in the last tournament. Will he do any better tonight? He fails on the last of the air walls. He would have just barely beat the Klaxon anyway. But we have our top 75. How many chatters are in there? 1. I'm a feeling it's not going to be many. Oh no. Oh no. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 out of 16 chatters in stage 2. But still got a lot of big names. Stockett, Vivian, Matashi, Boyd. We got Darvish. We got Sutsu. We got Nagasaki. Araki. We got Gil. We got Ron, Yamasta, Samayak, Thomas, Obi, all's one moving on. And by the way, the killer of the stage, unsurprisingly, is the Rolling Hill. By a margin of 9. Exactly 75 competitors got past Rolling Hill. That is... Wait, that means that the cutoff was actually the Rolling Hill. That is actually so sad. Okay. Meanwhile, we have 6 chatters out of 16 going into stage 2. And out of our top 10, we have 7. We got Yusuke, we got Pulver, we got Brian, Kajihara, Walker, Shenla, Malka. And that's our top 75 going into stage 2. We're just going to be kicked off in a moment. We have our top 75 going into stage 2. 6 of them are chatters. But the question now is, how sharp is their mind? Stage 2 is Mandro Maze. No changes from the last tournament. 7 obstacles, no time limit. But only the top 50 will advance. Parlay, Pole Maze, Hawkeye. Let me actually explain the obstacles. Parlay is a 2-digit addition equation. Pole Maze, self-explanatory. It's a pole maze. But you have to navigate a pole through a maze. Hawkeye. There's a cylinder with a bunch of letters and a number on it. You have to guess the number. Rope Maze. This tends to be the crutch of the stage, the killer of the stage. Takes out a lot of people. But, I mean, it is post-adjustment, and not to mention, it's the A and W version and not the Viking version, which is way harder. Alphabet Parlay. What is 3 before E? That will be the letter B. That's essentially what that is. Neo Spider Walk. Spider Walk with a spider drop, but harder. And the Hawkeye Road. 3. So the Hawkeye from earlier. Now there's 3 of them with increasingly many letters. I have to guess, I have to find the number in. And a rope climb in between. Again, no time limit. Only the top 50 will advance. So by the time we're done with the stage, the roster will have been cut in half. With that, let's kick off stage 2. Mandro Maze is being kicked off right now. Josh Salinas starting this thing off. Competitors have been adjusted appropriately, buffed or nerfed, depending on a lot of things, actually. But Josh Salinas, first to attempt, first to clear, we're 1 for 1. Barclay Stockett. You have a lot of strong competitors, a lot of... The Rope Maze takes its first victim. You have a long, strong female competitors, long, strong chatters left. Olivia Vivian. She fair on Mandro Maze. This is a test of the mind. Hawkeye Road. She's gonna be our first or second clear. She is. Yu Chen Xiao. Meanwhile, one of our best performing chatters. Rope Maze. Yes. Clears the Rope Maze. And I believe he's gonna clear the stage. We're 3 for 4. Anton Fomenko. Trying to make it 4 for 5. Good so far. Hawkeye Road. And of course, Flamenco clears. But will Ryo Madachi join him in stage 3? He will not. Clear streak ends in a fairly sad way, too. Jera Boyd. Ah, the Rope Maze. Like I said earlier, it tends to be the killer of the stage. I really love it. Thank you. I was referring to the finalist nameplate that was shown off recording. Well, I mean, it was... I don't know why I said on off recording. It's literally on recording. Hussein Vatan. Trying to represent Turkey. We've only had a few Turkish competitors in Omega. Alphabet Parlay takes him out. Leroy Moroli. Good so far. Rope Maze. Got it. Hawkeye Road. And they're 5 for 9. Damian Drzewiecki. Good so far. Ah, the Alphabet Parlay. Nite Hadar. And the Pole Maze. That's got to be one of our first victims of the Pole Maze. And unsurprisingly, I did not make it into the second stage. Alexander Penfield. I imagine if I wasn't already strong, I was probably nerfed to the ground. Penfield clears. Now we move on to Christian Kurtzkis. Still have a lot of heavy hitters left. A lot of big names. Neo Spiderwalk tends to take out a lot of people. Phil Maffa. Going into the back half. Oh, the last of Hawkeye Road. You guessed 7. It was a 4. I just got the J confused with the 7 or something. I don't know. Sutsu Ichimiya. And that's our second Pole Maze victim. Tom Alberti. I completely forgot to change his nameplate. Well, we don't gotta worry about it now because he's out on the first obstacle of the second stage. And Kenji Darvish finally made it to the second stage of the course. Howley Fair on Mandrill Maze, though, taking a lot of time, and the spider wall takes him out. Billy Dixon. He is, in fact, a shatter. I need to add that really quick. And see how he fares in Mandrill Maze. He will not be eligible for the last chatter standing, because he made it in the regular pool. The last of the Hawkeye Road takes him out. Tim Champion. He's beaten Ninja Warrior UK. Holy Fair on Omega. Alphabet Parlay takes him out. Into the back half, though. Thomas Dudoué. In his rookie appearance. Hawkeye Road. The first one. Alex Kostenko. So far, Hawkeye Road. Yeah, 7 for 21. I imagine we're going to be getting a lot less clears. Yoshikazu Fujita. Already has a new PB. Really fair on Mandrill Maze. Alphabet Parlay. Decent though. We got to the back half. Considering not as many clears this time around, we might have a more lenient cutoff. Luke Allen. We have revenge on, in this case, Hawkeye. In order to get a new PB, he's got to clear it. He does. But he fails the rope maze. No! A new PB by 1 obstacle. Levi Enright. Yeah, that's got to feel awful. Yay, you got a new PB by 1 obstacle. Hawkeye Road takes another victim. Nate Burkholdt. I'm a mess today. Good so far, and again, there is no time limit. We're 8 for 25. I don't think that's gonna be a concern. Theron Perez. If we're not getting as many clears in the first few stages, how is anyone gonna beat this course? Well, I mean, never mind. I say that. We have Beckstrad, Lewis, and Yusuke, and Erdos still remaining. Spider Walk takes another victim. Shunsuke Nagasaki, he's faced the Spider Walk before. He's been to the final stage when the Spider Walk was a thing back in Sasuke's heyday. But he fails Hawkeye Road. He's never faced anything from Viking though, or an element from Viking. Tyler Yamauchi. Good. No. Hawkeye Road again. Marvin Mitterhuber. Yes. 9 for 29. Antoine Gravier. Nope, never mind. Lauren Ball has an opportunity to make it 10 for 30. 1 for 3. Well, the brother of Simon Gravier. Make it 10 for 30. 1 for 3. All for Dwa. He does. Naoyuki Araki, meanwhile, I believe he was number 1 in the previous turn. After a 3-turn... Yeah, he was! After a 3-turn absence, he makes it 11 for 31. It's Moritz Alter, the other Moritz. Spider Walk. So you cannot take these obstacles for granted. Daniel Kill, after a 3-term in absence, he already has a new PB. He's gone to stage 2 for the first time in this competition. He saves on the rope maze. And he beats... Wait, what? What? I'm sorry, what? Daniel Gill just skipped 2/3 of Hawkeye Road. He skipped it. What? Hold on, let me screenshot that. I have never seen that. I'm pretty sure there's supposed to be 3 of them. That's a new one. Okay. Meanwhile, Jack Andrews. Jack Andrews hot off the heels of whatever the hell that was. Okay, so we know it still works. Daniel Gill apparently just broke it. What the hell was that? I've never seen this. We have another clear. Jack Andrews moving on to stage 3. Damn, a chatter. Stage 3. Nice. I'm sorry. I'm still bewildered over whatever the hell Daniel Gill just did. But yeah, Jamie Ron, Captain NBC in stage 2. Ah, the alphabet parlay. Yuta Yamasta. I'm sorry. Yuta Yamasta. I'm assuming that's a bug. Like, whatever the hell Daniel Gill just did on Hawkeye Road. That is one for the ages. Giovanni Ertel. Ah, Yamasta. That was the last of Hawkeye Road. Giovanni Ertel, though. He's dipped his toes into stage 5. But he fails the rope maze, though. 30 seconds after he even got to it. Snyor Samiak. Samiak. Again, I apologize if I mispronounce any of these names. See, now I gotta watch Hawkeye Road to, like, see if it breaks again. Carson Boyles. Wait, I'm kind of glad I commented that, but what the hell? Carson Boyles makes 14 for 39. And Isaiah Thomas. Oh, crap. I did not mean to open up the studio. Whoops. Find the sound effect, folks. Isaiah Thomas, of course, clears Manjo Maze. Galvin Obi made it. Stage 2, believe it or not. CRP Bears. This is he has a new PB and he beats the stage. And here's another chatter who's actually never been to stage 2 before. It's Alt 1. It is his second appearance. Will he fail the rope? No, he won't even get to the rope maze. Hawkeye takes him out. He must have gotten an 8 or the E confused with 3. It can be tricky, especially when you're on a time crunch. Not too much difference in the Europe Block A qualifiers for my custom series. 20-25 people fail a piston road and rolling hill combo in the qualifiers, and that's just the first obstacle. Rolling hill is taking out a lot of people. Alt 1, unfortunately, taken out by the Hawkeye. Philip Guta, though. I believe this is his PB after a 2-tournament absence, and he's out on the splatter walk. Probably good enough, though. More than good enough. We haven't even had that many clears yet. 16 for 41. Jonas Shona. Never mind. And ladies and gentlemen, now with a fixed nameplate, it's Abby Clark. Never mind. We have two parlay fails in a row. That's a new one. Mike Bernardo. His PB is the parlay. And unsurprisingly, he clears it. He breaks the fail streak on parlay. He might even beat the stage, too. Mike Bernardo. Ah, Hawkeye Road. Simon Gravier. No, he fails Hawkeye. That's a new one. That's a shocker. He may be out of it for all we know. Matthew Bradley. Try not to repeat whatever Gravier just did. And he... No. Last of the Hawkeye. Hawkeye Road. Keitaro Yamamoto. Never mind. And the lecturer from the ACO seminar is out on parlay. Bo Lewis. I'm not much younger than this time. And they are through to stage 3. Joel Metley. He wants to repeat the feat of Sandro Scheibler. Fails Hawkeye Road, the last of the Hawkeye Road. We had a lot of fails there. Might be good enough, though. Yuri Proknin, new member of the top 25. How'll he fare in Manjo Maze? He might be he might be one of the favorites for this competition. Unsurprisingly, he beats the second stage. Bryson Rosewood. I almost mispronounced it again. Never mind, he's out on parlay. Kyle Soderman. Sody pop off on the Manjo Maze. Last time I said that, he failed in stage 6. And he failed in stage 2. He got in the back half, though. Pretty good. I mean, yeah. Philip Scott. His PB is stage 3. He's gotta get past Manjo Maze. Ah, Hawkeye Road takes him out of it. Might be good enough, though. Ah, yes. The Sharp Tank's almost champions, Ethan Swanson. When I say almost champions, I say because he failed the Heartbreak. That reminds me, I need to... I'm gonna have this open, actually. Okay, here we go. Next, we have Charlie Robbins. Fair. No, the alphabet parlay. The parkourist, it's Jun Sato. Oh, the parlay. May have just taken him out of the equation for good. And, if he fails this stage, I think the whole world's gonna go in the shop. It's Jay Lewis! The top ninja in the world right now. Statistically, the only ninja above Yusuke. And of course, he clears the second stage sub 2 minutes. If Yogev Malka made it to the final stage of last tournament, what the hell is Jay Lewis gonna do? Last chatter standing from the previous tournament, Donovan Matoya. Will they fair post-adjustment? Neo Spiderwalk. Kevin Rodriguez and his rookie appearance faces Manjo Maze. Good so far. Hawkeye Road. Yes! And apparently this dude got nerfed. How much farther can Alexander Worm go post-nerf? Getting a lot of time on the rope maze, but he's through, getting low on stamina. And he's on to stage 3. Nice. Brett Sims. Ah, Hawkeye. Almost gets to the back half. Oh my god, it's Jackson Erdos. The youngest champion in Sharp Tank history. Hawkeye Road takes him out, though. Definitely good enough to get to stage 3. Matthew Hall, meanwhile. Off the heels of one of the greatest ninjas of our generation. Of this generation. Clears the second stage. Nora Brown John. In the right tab, right? Application. Brown John. Spider Walk. Probably good enough though. Moritans. Never mind. He's been in the top to stage 6 in previous tournaments, and he's out on stage 2 on the parlay for that matter. Kai Beckstrand, hoping to not repeat the same feat as Moritans just did. Ah, Hawkeye Road. Good enough though. How many clears have we got by the way? 23. Cutoff might not be that tight. Yusuke Morimoto. One of the greatest to ever do it. He saves on Hawkeye Road, and he clears the stage, unsurprisingly, with almost 2/3 of his stamina left. Jens Boulder, he's got a tough act to follow. But he does with another clear, making it 25 clears. Sean Bryan. The spider drop. That tends to take out a lot of people. Kachihara takes on the second stage. No, the rope maze. Alright, obligatory Eisman impression number 2. Two-time A&W champion. The Texas Ninja, Vance Walker. How sharp is the mind of the Texas Ninja? Sharp enough, he clears Manjo Maze. Yuval Shemla. He was 3 jumps away from the final stage last tournament, and he's out on the parlay. Unsurprising, but unfortunate, to say the least. Yogev Malka. Will this be the last time we see a finalist nameplate tonight? Taking a bit of time on the rope maze, but they clear it. Will they get to the third stage? They probably will anyway, and they do clear. Ladies and gentlemen, we have our top 50. The roster has been cut in half. How many of them are chatters? 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 chatters left, and half of the top 10 from the previous tournament. Well, 2 of them are Yusuke. One of them is Yusuke Morimoto. No, 2 of them are Yusuke Morimoto and Vance Walker. The chatters we have left: Yu-Chen Shao. We have Jack Andrews. We have Joel Matley and Donovan Matoya. We still have a lot of big names left. Daniel Gill. We have Nora Samiak. We have Jamie Ron. Nagasaki. Billy Dixon's left. I don't know if he would be in the running for last chatter standing because he didn't. I opened FL Studio again. Crap. But still got a lot of big names left going into stage 3. And it's going to be kicked off in mere moments. It's time for stage 3. We're a quarter of the way through the course. And for this time, time to get your coats on. It's Glacial Spire. 6 obstacles. This is an upper body stage, so no time limits. Arm rings directly into the floating stairs. Stalactites, Kleptagon, giant cubes directly into the pipe slider. And as per usual, only the top 35 will advance to stage 4. So with that in mind, it's time to kick off stage 3. Once again, kicking it off, Josh Salinas. How we fare on Glacial Spire. He's out on the stalactites, and that may be it for our number 1. Olivia Vivian, hoping to get back to stage 6 after a 2-tournament absence. She's the best performing ninja in the history of this competition. Good so far. She's the first clear on stage 3. Yu-Chen Shao. Trying to rep the chatters right. Trying to stay in the fight to be the last chatter standing. Going to the pipe slider, making it 2 for 3. Anton Fomenko. Floating stairs takes him out. That may be it for him. Leroy Maroli. Never mind. Alexander Penfield. Glyphagon takes him out of it. The Glyphagon is tough, to be fair. I forgot to explain the obstacles. To Calyptagon, you have to roll an octagon-shaped cliffhanger ledge across a track. Kristen Kurtzkis. Arm rings, the one from Sasuke, floating stairs. Floating stairs. Stalactites from A&W, which tend to be the killer of the stage. Not for Penfield, though. Already explained Calyptagon, giant cubes from A&W, and the pipe slider from Sasuke. One track. Phil Maffa? Good so far. Going into the back half here. Giant cubes. Pipe slider. No! Dismount. Takes its first victim of the night. Kenji Norvish. Holy Fair on the upper body stage. It's not the only upper body stage. Stalactite. Again, it's not the only upper body stage, but it's an upper body stage, so it's gonna be tough on stamina. Billy Dixon. Never mind. Thomas Dudoué. Never mind. Alex Kostenko. He got an arm range clear. The streak ends, but he fails the Calyptagon. Levi Enright, meanwhile. Trying to be our fourth clear of the day on stage 3. Looking good at the moment. Dismount. No! Nate Burkhalter. No, stalactites. Stalactites tends to be the killer of the stage. It is tough. Darren Perez. For a new PB. No! Who will even get there? Nagasaki, in his rookie appearance, gets all the way to stage 3, and he's out on the arm rings. Even though he's beaten him before in Sasuke. Tyler Yamauchi with a new PB of at least, it's going to be 3.2. The floating stairs takes him out of it. Marvin Mitterhuber trying to set the bar high in your rookie appearance. Stalactites is going to be his PB for the moment. Lauren Ball, another rookie within the context of this course, and he's also out on the stalactites. How many? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 competitors in a row who failed in the front half of the stage. Naoyuki Araki trying to break that streak. He will not. Stalactites. That's 7 in a row. Moritz Alder. He's going to get to the back half, or will he make it 8? The streak ends. For the first half fails, and he clears, finally, 4 for 21. The cutoff might not be as tight. Daniel Gill. He already has a new PB by around a stage and a half. Can he beat? Yes! Jack Andrews. Approaching the end of the first half of this stage in terms of competitors. Stalactites takes another victim. Jamie Ron. Trying to get as far as he can at this point. He already has a new PB. He already passed Mandro Mays. And he's going to stage 4. Yuta Yamasta. Good at the moment. The microphone's working. It is. No, the dismount. Nior Samyak. Been here before. He's beaten this stage. Last tournament, but he fails to Calyptagon. Carson Voiles. Trying to set the bar high. No, he wants to be the first to beat this course. All these competitors want to beat this course. But he fails on the pipe slider. Isaiah Thomas. Second pipe slider fail in a row. Thomas trying to not repeat the same feat here. But he's got a shot at it. And he makes it 3 in a row on the pipe slider. Gavin Obi. He has a new PB at the moment. How long will that last? He's supposedly in the top 25, and he fails the pipe slider. Making it, I believe, 4 in a row on the pipe slider. Philip Guthart now. Well, at least the pipe slider streak ends, but he fails on the floating stairs. Mike Bernardo. This is his first time getting to stage 3. How we fare on Glacial Spire. Looking good at the moment. No, he fails the giant cubes. I'm wondering when anyone will ever reach the human horizon. That is the goal. To reach the human horizon and to beat Omega. To end this godforsaken era. Matthew Bradley. We fare on Glacial Spire. Giant cubes. Can we get a clear finally? No! Pipe slider again! The streak continues. Bo Lewis trying to get back to stage 4. I think Pipe Slayer might be the killer of the stage. That or the stalactites. I don't know. Going into the back half. Will he end the fail streak on the Pipe Slider? No, he won't. Oh, Bo Lewis. Gonna have to get to stage 4, though. Joel Matley. Can we finally have a clear? It's been like at least a dozen runs. No, giant cubes. Yuri Prokinen, can a top 25 competitor clear this stage? I imagine he can. Having no trouble so far. A little low on stamina, but we got another clear finally. 7 for 35. I believe that is a 25% clear rate. Not 25, 20% clear rate. What am I talking about? I can't do math. Philip Scott, for a new PB, he's got to get past the stalactites. He does! But he fails the Cliftagon. Again, new PB by 1 obstacle. Ethan Swanson. And he fails the stalactites. And if this man fails the stage, I think the whole world's going to get in the shock. I know I said that for stage 2. But, man, it's going to be a shocker if the top 1 ninja in the world right now, statistically, Jay Lachey Lewis, fails on Glacial Spire. How will he perform tonight? He's been to stage 7 before. In Tournament 3, he was the last man standing, and he clears Glacial Spire nearly effortlessly, if it wasn't for more than half of his stamina gone. Donovan Matoya, last shatter standing from the previous tournament. And he's out on the floating stairs. That is rough. We're into the 80s now. Kevin Rodriguez. Still got a lot of big names left. Rodriguez out on the stalactites. Alexander Worm. Could he possibly get back to stage 4 after a 1 tournament absence and a nerf? A major nerf. No, he doesn't. He's out on the floating stairs. But can Jackson Erdos get back to stage 4? He absolutely can. He's in the top 25 in the world right now. Back half. Pipe slider. Easy. Easy money for Jay Lewis. Matthew Hall. Jay Lewis is one of the best results of any ninja in this competition right now. Matthew Hall fails stalactites. All around John. Best female ninja in the world right now. We have the best male ninja in the world, the best female ninja in the world within a few spots. All around John out on the giant cubes, though. And another one of the top 25, Kai Beckstrand. Good at the moment. And he's got it! And hey, bleh, I can't talk. Here we have our number, going into what is left of the top 10. We have our number 2 ninja, only below Jay Lewis. Yusuke Morimoto, 2-time Sasuke champion, and he's out on the arm rings. What the hell just happened? That is a shocker. Meanwhile, Jens Pulver, he fails the arm rings. Huh? We just lost 2 more of our top 10 on the first obstacle of the stage. Sean Bryan. Okay. He's not failing the first obstacle. Yeah, Yusuke and Jens might be out of it. He fails the track of the pipe slider. But hopefully the same cannot be said for the 2-time ANW champion. I've been impression number 3, the Texas Ninja Vance Walker. I mean, he's beaten the stage before easily. I mean, he fails the giant cubes. I was about to say, so did Yusuke, but he failed the arm rings. And now we have our only finalist in Omega, Yogev Malka. How much farther could he possibly go post-nerf? Looking good on Glacial Spire so far. Can he get a clear at the end? Yes, he can. And that'll round off Stage 3. And we have our top 50. How many of them are chatterers? 1. We got Yuchen Shao. We got Jack Andrews, Mike Bernardo, and Philip Scott. We're down to 4. And did we lose Billy Dixon? Billy Dixon, and I believe we lost Billy Dixon. But we're down to 4 chatters left. 3 of the top 10. Yeah, Yusuke out on the arm rings. That is a shocker. And I believe the killer of the stage was Stalactites by 1. And Pipe Slider with a close second. But, meanwhile, we're going to kick off Stage 4 in a moment. We're on to Stage 4. And for this one, y'all better watch out for the wildlife. It's Safari Stride. 6 obstacles. This is a speed-themed stage. Or speed-based stage. Snake Run, Animal Kingdom. This tends to be the killer of the stage. Flying Squirrel. Surprisingly, the easier one. Although I should probably add the harder version. Ascending Lily Pads into Rope Jungle. The Island Escape from Viking with a time limit of 1:40 or 100 seconds. And by the time we are done with this stage, we will be down to just 20 going into the back half of this course. Who's going to do it? I have no idea. We're going to find out within a few minutes. It's time to kick off Stage 4. Our number 1 remains Josh Salinas. How much farther will he fare? This is Snake Run 2, by the way. And he's our first clear. He beats the Klaxon. Olivia Vivian with a shot to get back to Stage 6. Still in the fight to be the last woman standing. She fails ascending lily pads, though. Yuchen Shao. Still in the fight to be the last chatter standing. Not anymore. They're out on the Snake Run. Let me turn the BGM down a little bit. Alexander Penfield. Just giving a lot of people. Alexander Penfield. The Animal Wall. Tends to be a killer. Kristen Kurtzkis. He has a new PB. He's gotten to stage 4 for the first time. He's getting to stage 5, too. Phil Matha. Good. No, the rope jungle. Alex Kostenko. Never mind. Levi Enright. Never mind. Marvin Mitterhuber. There we go. Ends the Snake Run 2 fail streak. And he clears the stage, making it 3 for 9. Next is Lauren Ball. And anyone who clears this stage, by the way, is going to the back half of this course. This is an 8-stage course. So it's going to be tough from here on out. And once you get to the back half of the stage, you are thrown to the wolves if you fail at that point. From that point onwards, you are out of it. Naoyuki Araki. He's been there before. And he's getting there again. After a 3-tournament absence, Naoyuki Araki is back in the back half of Omega. Moritz Alder.
TaxAct doesn't care which tax filing software you've used in the past. TaxAct just wants you to be done.
I'm getting an ad on a BGM. Moritz Alder clears the stage. Wait, there's a clear streak happening. I didn't even see that. How did I not see that? 1, 2, 3, 4 in a row. Can Daniel Gill keep that streak going? Can he make it 5 in a row? The Animal Kingdom takes him out. My prediction for Omega 5 best result Kanzen. I don't know by who. Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if that was the case. Since it is post-adjustment and the roster was made pre-adjustment in the previous version of Ninja Machine. So, I mean, it could be anybody. Animal Kingdom takes out the Kingdom Ninja. You're right. I completely missed the opportunity to make that line. The Animal Kingdom does, in fact, take out the Kingdom Ninja and ends this clear streak. Jack Andrews. He's trying to get a new PB. He does. Can he get to the back half? He does! We have a chatter in stage 5. Finally. Meanwhile, Jamie Ron, I went right past his nameplate. Peak irony. The Animal Kingdom takes out Jamie Ron. Yuta Yamashita for a new PB. He's got to beat Snake Run 2. He does. But he fails the Animal Kingdom. Again, new PB by 1 obstacle. We've seen that a lot this particular tournament. Snior Samyat wants to get back to stage 5. Back to the back half of this course. He may do it. He does. Just under 20 seconds left. Carson Voiles. The Animal Kingdom takes out another victim. Isaiah Thomas for a new PB. He's got to get past Rope Jungle. Can we do that tonight? He's got a new PB, and he's going to the back half. Now, oops. Gavin Obi. He has a new PB by about a stage and a half. He's going to stage 5. He does! Mike Bernardo. Can he get the stage? Can we have multiple chatters in stage 5? I don't think that's happened before. He will not. Mike Bernardo might be out of the equation this time. Matthew Bradley. I believe that's a new PB for him, though. Oh, easily a new PB. Matthew Bradley, in order to get a new PB, he's got to get in the top 20. He's got to beat Island Escape. He's got it! Bo Lewis, for new PB, he's got to get past Animal Kingdom. It's going to be tough. Got it. Bo Lewis, can he get into the back half of the stage? No, Island Escape. We're at 11 clears. It's going to be pretty tight. So if we get enough clears, Bo Lewis might just be out of it. Joel Matley. He has a new PB already. His PB was stage 2 previously, but he fails the ascending lily pads. Yuri Prokudin. His personal best is the Animal Kingdom, and he easily clears that. But the Island Escape takes out a top 25 ninja. Philip Scott already has a new PB at the moment. Can he handle Safari Stride? Of course he can handle Safari Stride. He's Philip freaking Scott, host of Muso. Jay Lachey Lewis, he was one jump away from the final stage in Tournament 3. Gonna get back there tonight. He's got to get past Safari Stride first. And he easily does. 27 seconds. He just clowned the stage. Kevin Rodriguez. Never mind. He's out of it. Jackson Erdos. For a new PB, he's got to beat Snake Run 2. He does, and he fails Animal Kingdom. Oh, no. Matthew Hall, trying not to repeat that same feat. Jackson Erdos might be out of it on stage 4 again. Rope Jungle takes out Matthew Hall. Nora Brown-John for new PB. She's got to get past Ascending Lily Pads. She's got to get to the Rope Jungle. For new personal best, she does. Will she get to stage 5? Of course she does. She's Nora Brown-John. Kai Beckstrand. This is his rookie appearance. Can he get to the back half of the scores? Of course he can. And now for what's left of the top 10. Sean Bryan. Or last tournament's top 10. Never mind. The Animal Kingdom takes out one of the previous tournament's top 10. Texas Ninja Vance Walker. Never mind. The Animal Kingdom takes out 2 of the previous tournament's top 10s, including Vance Walker. But now, it's down to Omega's only finalist, Yogev Malka. He's a 2-time champion of Ninja Warrior Israel. He fails on the Rope Jungle, but that's good enough to get him into stage 5, and that's going to round out the front half of this course. We have our top 20. Salinas, Kurtzkis, Mayfa, Mitterhuber, Lauren Ball, Araki, Alder, Jack Andrews, Samiach, Thomas, Obi, Bradley, Lewis, Prokudin, Scott, Lewis, Hall, Brown-John, Beckstrand, and Yogev Malka. So we have lost both Sean Bryan and Vance Walker within minutes, within seconds. But still have a few. I believe we still have. Do we have any other female competitors left, or is it just Brown-John? I believe it's I believe it's just Nora Brown-John. If that's the case, Nora Brown-John, unsurprisingly, is your last woman standing going into the back half of this course. We have one member of the top 10 left, being Yogev Malka. And the fight for last chatter standing continues because we have 1, 2, 3 chatters left. Jack Andrews, Bo Lewis, and Philip Scott. One of those 3 will be tonight's last chatter standing. We did lose Matoya, so we will be having a new LCS. But in the meantime, it's time to kick off Stage 5 and the back half of the course. Ladies and gentlemen, it's time to kick off the back end of this course. With that in mind, get your spacesuits on. We're going to space. Forsaken Satellite. Consists of 2 sections, as per usual, 1 timed, 1 untimed. Starting with Terra, with a time limit of 1 minute and 10 seconds. Mushroom Trip, from, I believe, from Takashi's castle, if not inspired by one obstacle. Volcano, or like, Mushroom Trip is a, when you go on a zip line, you have to land on a platform. So you have to time your landing. It's tough. Volcano. A scrapped obstacle from Proto Sasuke. Escalator. Lunar Launch. Minefield. Tends to be one of the killers of the stage. And Alcatraz Escape. And once again, if you fail from here on out, your run is over. There's no top 15, no top 10, none of that. From here on out, you are thrown to the wolves. If you get past Terra, you move on to Jovian, consisting of 5 more obstacles. It's untimed. Jaw Dropper. Multiple rotating cliffhanger ledges. But you have to rotate it mid-lache. Skyhooks. You have to maneuver a ring from one hook to another hook. And you gotta do that multiple times. Great. The Upwinder. The Sidewinder, but up. Wow. New roller coaster. A bar rolling down a track. Oh, wrong way. Sliding down a track into multiple corkscrews. And finally, Planet 11. Probably the toughest obstacle on the stage. Whoever makes it past this will move on to stage 6. If not, Storm will end on stage 5. I don't think that's happened yet, and I really hope it doesn't happen now. But with that in mind, it's time to kick off the back half of this course, as I mentioned earlier. So let's do it. Josh Salinas. Kicking it off. I put it on 1 by accident. I did not mean to put it on 1. That's completely my bad. Me, who's currently experimenting with a Lego version of the wall. That's cool. Always pass Mushroom Trip. Yeah, I did not mean to put it on normal speed. I normally do that from stage 6 and onwards. I meant to put it on 15. Oh, but he failed the escalator anyway. But yeah, this is where it really starts to get tough. Kristen Kurtzgis. This is his first time attempting stage 5. Minefield takes him out. He was already low on time as is. Phil Matha. No, the lunar launch. Second place at the moment. Marvin Mitterhuber. We have anybody on stage 6. Minefield, again. He takes second because Kristen Kurtzis got there faster. Lauren Ball. Never mind. I believe that's a quarter of what's left of the roster gone. Naoyuki Araki for a new PB. He's got to get past the escalator. Can he do it tonight? He does. Can he get to Jovian? He's our first clear of Terra. Moritz Alder. Never mind. Jack Andrews. The fight to be the last Shatter standing continues. Jack Andrews, Philip Scott, and Bo Lewis, the only Shatters left. But he fails Minefield. And if you are the last Shatter standing, you will come back for the next tournament and take the number 80 slot. Shinor Samiyach. He's been to stage 5 before. For a new PB, he's got to get to Jovian. Oh, low on time. But he does get a shot at it. Isaiah Thomas. First time attempting FS, and he fails on escalator. Gavin Obi. Top 25, but he fails Mushroom Trip. I believe, if I recall correctly, Mushroom Trip was rated at an 8. I will have to check, though. Mushroom Trip is rated as an 8. Oof, that's going to be tough. Especially for a 5.1. Matthew Bradley. He has a new PB and is more than one obstacle. And he squeaks in the Jovian. Just under 2 seconds left. Bo Lewis. In order to stand the fight to be the last chatter standing, he's got to get past Jovian. But he fails on Mushroom Trip, and with that, we're down to 2 chatters left. Philip Scott and Jack Andrews. Yuri Prokudin. He's never been to stage 5 before. Can he handle it? No! He times out by 7/100ths of a second. Oh, that is a heartbreaker. Yuri Prokudin with the unluckiest run I've ever seen on stage 5. Those 2 fails on Alcatraz Escape really cost him. And now for Philip Scott. If he fails anywhere in Terra, Jack Andrews will be the last chatter standing. If not, fight for LCS. The LCS title will continue. Philip Scott. He fails Mushroom Trip. So that means Jack Andrews is your last chatter standing for tonight. We have our LCS, we have our LWS. But now, Jay Lewis. Top 1 ninja in the world. Can he handle Terra? He slips up a bit on Alcatraz on AE, but he passes Terra, making 4 for 16. Matthew Hall. In order for a new PB, personal best, he's got to get past Lunar Launch. But he fails on Mushroom Trip. Nora Brown John. First time getting to the back half of the course. Can she handle it? She fails on Escorlator. Kai Beckstrom. We might not even get that many people in stage 6. If we even get anybody in stage 6. Kai Beckstrom. We still have a few runners left. Kai's out on Mushroom Trip. And our last member of the top 10, Yogev Malka. Can he handle Terra? He's beaten it before, but can he beat it post-nerf? He does! 600s! We're down to 4! Will anyone get to stage 6 tonight, or will it end here? Naoyuki Araki, Shinor Samiyach, Matthew Bradley, well, down to 5, sorry. Araki, Samiyach, Bradley, Jay Lewis, and Yogev Malka. He squeaks into Jovian. This is tough. Jaw Dropper, Skyhooks, Upwinder, NRC, New Roller Coaster, and Planet 11. Naoyuki Araki. We already have our last chatter standing. It is Jack Andrews, if I recall correctly. Wait, he cleared Terra. Is he still... What? Wait. Jack Andrews should be in... Oh, wait, no, he failed Minefield. What am I talking about? Bo Lewis. Wait. Oh, they failed Alcatraz Escape. Okay. Seems I was mistaken. Let me check one more time. Minefield. Alcatraz Escape. And Philip Scott. Mushroom Chip. So no. Okay, now I'm confused. Minefield, mushroom chip. Okay, so Bo Lewis is still your last chatter standing. We have no chatters left going into Jovian. Naoyuki Araki. It'll be a miracle if we get anyone in stage 6 and beyond. Araki's down on skyhooks. We are down to 5. Sniora Samyach for a new PB. He's gotta pass skyhooks. The youngest champion in Ninja Warrior Israel history for a new PB. He's got it. Upwinder. This is uncharted territory for Samyach. One more pillar and then NRC. Good. Planet 11, will we get a stage 6 tonight? And will be Snore Samyach to do it. Yes, it will. There will be a stage 6 tonight. Matthew Bradley. We are 1 for 2. Will anyone join Samyach? Or will it be Matthew? Or will he face stage 6 alone? Matthew Bradley. He's been to stage 4 before, but he's never faced stage 5, and he's out on the skyhooks. Jay Lewis. He's got to be our best chance left for a finalist tonight. Now he faces Jovian. He's beaten it before, but can he do it again? He is the top 1 ninja in the world. But can he handle it? Upwinder. He can only handle so much. NRC. Planet 11 now. Jay Lewis to get back to stage 6. Got it. We will have multiple people in stage 6. And now, last runner in stage 6. Oh, Alt 1 says, yo, how badly have I done this time? I will have to check on that. Yogev Malka. How long will the finalist continue? He's out on skyhooks, and with that, we're down to 2 in stage 6. Snor Samyach and Jay Lewis. After 5 stages, we're down to 2. We're going to kick off stage 6 in a moment. It'll be a miracle if we get a stage 7 tonight. But it could happen. You never know. We had 5 last time. But with only 2, it's going to be tough. We're going to kick off stage 6 in a moment. Stay tuned. We've seen miracles last week. But we're going to need one again in order for stage 7 run tonight. After 5 stages, we are down to 2 competitors, though they are very strong in their own right. One of them being the top 1 ninja in the world. Considering we lost number 2 a few stages ago, it's going to be tough. I'm nervous just watching the stage 6. We have 2 fearsome, very strong ninjas out of 100, but now they face the afterlife. Stage 6, as per usual, his name is Paradise Falls. 8 obstacles, no time limit for obvious reasons. This is the upper body stage, the last one anyway. Giant steps serving as the indicator, because this is a split decision stage. Apex of Monkey. Monkey bars that get steeper as you go further up, and the last few get increasingly thicker, the bars. Lamp Grasper, the one from Sasuke, not from A&W. Very tough on your grip strength. V formation. Teardrop climb, and then you have descending V laches. They do spin, if I recall correctly, so it's good. You gotta keep your balance, too. G-Kai, Glorious Clifton of Destiny. Remember the cliff's gone from earlier? Now there's 2 of them with a crazy jump in the middle. Moving on to the back half, the aviary into the cloud. You have the aviary, 4 birdhouse, swinging birdhouses. You must be able to shade. They must be able to shade from one to another. Directly into the cloud ladder from Proto Sasuke. A brutal twist on the floating monkey bars. And finally, the predecessor to the spiral flip, the Heartbreaker from Viking. 3 vertical boards, 2 horizontal boards, and a 2.2 meter jump at the end of the stage. But if you recall from previous tournaments, there's not just one upper body stage that you have to choose from. There's 2. Oh, this is going to be tough. We have 2 competitors left. They have a tough decision to make. A taste of heaven or a taste of hell. For the 5th time, they must decide between Paradise Falls and Devil's Den. And as per usual, it consists of 8 obstacles, like Paradise Falls. Also like Paradise Falls, it has no time limit for obvious reasons. This is a freaking tough upper body stage, no matter which one you pick. Atlas Stone, serving as the indicator. Self-explanatory, you roll an Atlas Stone down a track. Then you get into Doorknob Delta, a brutal matchup of the Rumbling Dice and the Doorknob Grasper. Then you have the Devil Bugs. You must navigate several book-shaped holes using only your hands. Deja Vu. You're holding onto a bar, you take it off a hook, make a lache, swing it onto another hook, facing the opposite direction. Then you jump to another set of hooks, lache. Then you have the Vertical Limit, the 3-life version from Sasuke. Finally, the dungeon. Kicking off the back half is the dungeon, directly into the I-beam flip. And finally, the Dragon Back. Used to be a 6.3, now it's a 6.8. Several vertical hops, multiple vertical shoots, and a dismount to cap it all off. So no changes to your stage 6 this time. After 5 brutal stages, we come down to just 2 very strong competitors. They have a tough decision to make. A taste of heaven or taste of hell. Pleasure or pain. Divinity or death. Stage 6, as per usual, Paradise Falls, Devil's Den. For those who remain, I mean this. Good luck. Because my God, you're going to need it. We've seen miracles last week, but we're going to need one in order for a Stage 7 run to happen tonight. It could happen. Miracles can happen. They're very strong competitors in their own right. One of them is the youngest champion in Ninja Warrior Israel history, Shneur Samyach. He has a new PB, attempting Devil's Stage 6 for the first time tonight. But now, we kick off Stage 6. So what'll it be? Heaven or hell for Shneur Samyach? You'll be facing Devil's Den. This has only been beaten twice, if I recall correctly. Past Atlas Stone. He faces Doorknob Delta now. He is a Ninja Warrior Israel champion, the youngest in its history. But he's never faced Devil's Den. But we've had more than a few Israeli competitors perform very strongly in previous tournaments. We had Kafir Otzman in Tournament 1 get all the way to the dismount of the final ring. We had both Yuval Shemla and Yogev Malka get to Stage 7, the latter of which was a meter away from a Kanzen, but he came up just short. Now Senior Samyach may be our last ninja standing. It's either going to be him or Jay Lewis. Devil Books. He's out on Devil Books, and with that, one athlete remains. We may not even have a stage 7 tonight. We're going to need a miracle in order for it to happen. But luckily, we have one right in front of us. The top 1 ninja in the world. The only individual to surpass Yusuke in statistics. He was 1 jump away from the final stage in Tournament 3. And he may be our last ninja standing. It's Jay Lachey Lewis. So for the final time tonight, heaven or hell? Jay Lewis is also facing Devil's Den. I do not remember who has beaten Devil's Den. There's only been beaten twice. If Jay Lewis fails at any point from here on out, this tournament will end. This tournament is over if he fails. Jay Lewis, our last hope for a stage 7 run for tonight, to keep this tournament alive, to keep the hopes of reaching the human horizon alive. And cool, if your prediction is to be correct, it will have to be Jay Lewis that consents. Jay Lewis, he's past Doorknob Delta. In order to take the lead from Samyach and keep this tournament going, he's got to pass Devil Books. Jay Lewis. He's beaten stage 6, but he's gone to the end of stage 7 before. He takes the lead from Samyach. Jay Lewis, unsurprisingly, is your last man standing. The best result for tonight, but how much farther could he possibly go? Deja vu. Past the hook jump. There's one more. There's an unhook and a swing to the other hook. To make it to the back half of stage 6. He's got it. Jay Lewis now faces vertical limit. This is the 3-ledge version from Sasuke 32 and onwards. He's past the first one. 60 centimeter gap now. No! Jay Lewis fails on vertical limit. And with that, this tournament is over. Jay Lewis, not even the top 1 ninja in the world, was able to beat this course. It was going to be tough, dude. 2 out of 100 getting to stage 6 is insane. But with that, tournament number 5 ends on stage 6. Let's have a look at the leaderboard. Ah, that's rough. Yuval Shemla. No, Phil Folsom just missed out on stage 2. P51 is Damian Drzhievski. Yusuke barely in the top 50. Billy Dixon was number 46. He made it through the regular pool, not even the shatter pool. And Alt 1 was number 64. Held on 2.3. With that, this tournament will end on stage 6. And your top 10 is as follows: Phil Matha, Marvin Mitahuba, Jack Andrews, Christian Kurtzkis, Yuri Prokhin, Yogev Malka, he's back again, Naoyuki Araki, Matthew Bradley, Senior Samyach, and Jay Lachey Lewis will be your number 100 in tournament number 6. Until next time, this has been Omega. I have been Caleb Coldcloud for the 5th time in a row. Fare thee well. Never approaching, likely.